Hello, this is Mark Sabatella from Outside Shore Music, home of mastering MuseScore. In this week's tip, I want to show you how to add special characters to the text in your score. And by special, I mean things outside the standard Roman alphabets, outside the standard digits and punctuation characters, anything that your keyboard can't type directly. MuseScore has an extensive list of symbols available in its fonts, and I want to show you how to access them. So I'm going to come over to my score and type Control T. I'll select a rest here, type Control T. It would be Command T on a Mac to create staff text. And now I can start typing some text, and I type CAF for cafe, and I know I want that E with an accent mark. Now, in fact, my keyboard does have a way with some special combination of things that I hold down where I can get that E with an accent mark. But if you don't have that, or if you don't know how to do that, or if it's just not available for the character you want, we're going to want to use MuseScore's Special Characters palette. To get there, I can come over to the Properties panel while I'm editing text, and then you'll see Insert Special Characters. There's also a keyboard shortcut for that. It's Shift F2, the function key F2. And on a lot of keyboards, to access the function keys, you need to also press the FN key. So it might be Shift FN F2. And that's actually what I'm going to press here, and that's going to pop up the special characters dialog. And you'll see a whole variety of characters that are already kind of there, shown in this palette under common symbols. And this includes all these accented characters, like here is that E with an accent mark. So I just click that, and boom, that character is now added to my text. You'll also see there's some miscellaneous punctuation characters like matching quotes, and also a small set of musical symbols like these notes here that you could use in creating tempo markings and so forth. So these are the common symbols, but these aren't the only ones available. Most text fonts have a large variety of additional symbols that you can get to via the Unicode standard. So if I click the Unicode section here, we'll see all the characters that this font supports broken down according to their Unicode category. So these are the basic Latin characters that we're seeing right now, but there's a whole bunch of others. Like if I click on arrows, we'll see the arrows that this font supports. This is our default font, Edwin, that I'm looking at right now. Other fonts might have additional arrows. And then, you can keep scrolling through here and see what else exists. There might be some other things like some geometric shapes. Say if I click on the geometric shapes, then I'll see a variety of geometric shapes. And all of these can also be inserted just by clicking them. And there it is. So in addition, though, to the Unicode standard, music fonts have a separate standard called SMUFL, Standard Music Font Layout, I think that stands for. And if I click the Musical Symbols tab, there's now tons more symbols specific to music here. So for instance, let's see, there's a variety of ornaments above and beyond the ones that are in the palettes. I actually don't know if any of these are not on the palettes, but definitely some of the things here, like here's some French and English Renaissance tablature symbols, and probably not all of these are directly accessible via the standard way of creating tablature in MuseScore. So there's all sorts of symbols here. There's Kodai hand signs that can be added. All sorts of just tons and tons of different types of musical symbols. Reverse time signatures, not sure what they're for, but apparently they are a thing. So there you go. There's some reverse time signature figures. So all sorts of characters, and again, I can just click one, and there it is in the score now, within that text. So that's how you use this special characters palette. Now, I do want to show you a couple of shortcuts here that you might want to know about. One is if I come over to the palettes, and then I'm going to click Add Palettes to create a custom palette. You can use one of the existing palettes, but I'm going to create a custom palette. I'm going to click the Add Palette button, and then just call it Custom. And now that I have a palette, I can add these characters to it. So I can take that one and just drag it into the palette. Now I say that, but I also know that the palette tends to be a bit temperamental, and it sometimes takes a minute before it will release, or before I can find, oop, I found the magic spot. There it is. Boom, and now I've added it. Sometimes it's a little finicky about adding, but it really is a matter of dragging and being patient. So now I can add that character to my text just by clicking it. Finally, there's a few characters that have predefined shortcuts that you might want to know about. They're Control, Shift, and then something on your keyboard. So Control, Shift, M, P, and F, you can see enter the standard kind of script dynamics. Control Shift B enters a flat sign. Control Shift 3, which is the hashtag, gives you a sharp sign. And Control Shift H gives you a natural sign. It's Command Shift on a Mac. So those are the ways of getting special characters into the text of your score in MuseScore Studio.